Hello, everyone. I have a bit of a rant today. I don't want it to be a rant, but it was something that was dropped into my spirit, and I feel the need to talk about it. And it probably will come off as a rant, but I needed to see it to say it because it's been troubling me for a couple of days. And that is, why do some YouTubers feel the need to police other YouTubers? I mean, why do that? To me, having a YouTube channel is like having your own television show. I mean, we've been given that privilege to do this thing. Like, some of us may live vicariously through other celebrities who some of us wanted to have, to be that performer, to be that singer, to be that artist. And now you've gotten the opportunity to do so by being given your own channel. What a thrill. I mean, you can take that channel and you can do with it whatever you want to do. I mean, just look at it like having your own television show. Okay, you can perform the way that you want to perform on your show. You can be a dancer, you can be a singer, you can be an entertainer, you can be an author, you can be anything that you want to do on your own channel. You've been given the privilege to do that. And yet we still feel the need to micromanage somebody else's channel. It's like if you're a singer and you're singing your song and you see somebody over there singing their song differently, and you stop and go, you're not singing that song right. That's not how that's supposed to be. You're not doing that right. Who are you? Who died and left you in charge to micromanage other people's channels? You know, it's crazy what I see on YouTube. Other people, human beings, micromanaging other human beings on their channel. And I'm sure YouTube they do have these guidelines and rules that you have to adhere to. But people don't even seem to take that in consideration as they micromanage someone else. It's like you're driving a car down the street and you're in your lane driving, and you see somebody else that's not driving the car the way that you want them to drive it. I mean, they might not be even breaking any street laws, but they're just not driving it the way that you want them to drive it. And you go, excuse me, sir, you're not driving that car right the way that you're supposed to be driving it. If you steer it this way, and guess what? If they're not driving their car right and you're paying attention to how they're driving their car, guess what you're not doing? Probably not staying in your own lane. Probably not driving your car right because you're too busy watching them drive their car and micromanaging them. You know, there's nothing wrong with having a difference of opinion. We all do. I'm not going to agree with everything everybody says. We all have differences of opinions. And if you see somebody that's saying something that's different than what you said, then give your own version of it. You know, do it the way that you do. And somebody is going to say, well, aren't you doing the same thing that you're accusing them of doing? No. The difference is, what I'm doing is, I'm not calling anybody's name out. I'm not going to interfere with somebody else's livelihood by mentioning their name in my video on my channel. Why would I do that? Why would I interfere with somebody else's livelihood just because I disagree with the information that they're putting out there? If you disagree with it, put your own information out there without calling their name, without interfering with their livelihood, with the way that they present themselves. Why do you have to do that? Who died and left you in charge? Are you the YouTube police? Or is that an overseer mentality? Why are we micromanaging other human beings being human? I don't get it. And it just irks me, it bothers me when I see somebody using somebody else's name to disagree with them. You can disagree. Nobody's gonna agree with other people 100%. You can disagree. That is not my point, and that is not my argument. If you have the experience, the expertise, and you see that somebody may be saying something wrong, say it differently on your channel. That's what you do. But to go and call somebody else's name because you disagree with them, you may be potentially bringing harm to that person's channel when their intentions was not to do harm when they're putting out their message. Maybe their intention is to educate like you're trying to do, or to enlighten. But you disagree with them, so you're going to call their name out and say, this is not the right, that's the wrong way to do it, this is the right way to do it. Micromanaging YouTubers, policing YouTubers, other YouTubers policing YouTubers. I don't get it. What does it bring you to mention somebody else's name? Or is that person's name that you're mentioning, are they trending? Are they one of these YouTubers who have a lot of subscribers, and by the simple fact that you're mentioning their name, it's going to bring a lot more viewers to your channel? It's going to bring you more subscribers. So are you doing that for the selfish reason of bringing more stuff to you? Is it like that? And that's probably what it is. So you want to correct somebody for doing something wrong, but if you're mentioning their name, that's going to bring more subscribers and more views to your channel. You know, human beings micromanaging or policing other human beings. You know, there are no rules book on how to do something. When we come into this world, we come into this world as blank slates. No information, no nothing in our minds that holds all the information. So it's up to your parents, your community, your church, whatever spiritual practice you have, people who are in your life, to fill that slate up. The human mind is like a garden, and the information that goes into your mind are like seeds you are planting in that garden. Now, someone should oversee and make sure the information that is going into your mind is not something that's going to bring harm to you as you grow, as you continue to grow into a teenager and then into an adult. Someone should be able, and that is usually the job of a parent, to make sure that their children are getting information that's going to be helpful and useful to them as they grow, and when they become a grown human being that can manage on their own. So that information goes into your mind, and if it's repeated enough, then it's stored into your subconscious mind and stored until it becomes a part of your belief system. So people have different belief systems that's stored in their mind on how they should behave and conduct themselves. So maybe some of the information that you've gathered over your lifetime makes you feel that you need to oversee or watch over someone else's livelihood or their life as they navigate through this life as well. But there's no person on this earth that has a pamphlet or a booklet or a guide on how to be a perfect human being. We all have journeys. We all have lessons to learn. So as we all navigate through this life, we should try not to interfere with somebody else's navigation, because ours is not perfect. We all are trying to make our way through this life, navigate and have a healthy, productive life without interfering with someone else's life. By the simple fact that you've been given this platform to use your voice, to put your energy into the world, why interfere with somebody else's energy? Why stop somebody else from thriving, from doing what they're doing? if they're not bringing harm to somebody else. And then the information that they're putting out on their channel, on their television show, on out into the world, if they don't have malicious intention, I don't see the purpose of somebody else's need to interfere, police, micromanage, oversee what they're doing. Stay in your own lane. Mind your own business. Do what's best for you as you navigate through life without interfering with somebody else's navigation. Wow, it's amazing to me. It's mind-blowing how human beings do that. Well, aren't you doing the same thing? No. I am not mentioning one person's channel in my rant or in this discussion. I am saying what I am observing that other human beings are doing to another human being as they navigate through life. You're not navigating right. You're not giving the right information. Who are you? Who died and left you in charge? Who made you the YouTube police? Don't YouTube have people who oversee whether somebody is doing something along the guidelines of their channel? Doesn't YouTube oversee that? Do they need a junior overseer or a junior police or a junior micromanager? What are we doing, people? You've been given an opportunity to have your voice put out into the world. That's basically what a YouTube channel is. The opportunity to put your energy out into the world. And how you put that energy out into the world says a lot about you. Not so much about the person who you're talking about. It says a lot about you, why you feel the need to micromanage, to police, and to oversee somebody else. Instead of just navigating through life your way, staying in your lane, putting out your information that's helpful, that's going to help somebody, instead of saying, you're not doing that right. You're giving the wrong information. I don't get it. I don't get it. I needed to say that because I've been seeing that. I have a rant against people. Yeah, I'm doing something similar, but I am not calling one person's name. I am not mentioning one person's channel. I am not growing my channel by mentioning somebody else's channel. You can call it capitalism or free enterprise all you want to, but all you're doing is interfering with somebody else's livelihood, somebody else's right to say and have their channel the way that they want to have it. I tell you, YouTube maybe need to change some of their rules to prevent other channels from interfering. Stay in your own lane. Just stay in your own lane and let people navigate through life the way that they were intended.